Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a cool reading for you guys. We do. Let's see what we got for Capricorn. Yeah, let's see what we got for Capricorn. Please, anybody with a lot of Cap in their chart. It really could be for anybody. These are general readings. So if you resonate with it, then yeah, then very cool, right? Let's see what we have. Today we'll pull a rune. Yeah, that makes the reading a little more interesting. I feel like it does. So for Capricorn, please, for Capricorn. And here we have this rune here. And it is Suelo, I believe. But we're going to check that out and set this aside for just a moment and get started on the cards first. And what we have here, Capricorn, is, let's get some, oh shit, let's get some of these cards. I'm dropping this. Let's see what we got. For Capricorn, please. Yeah. And we have the Fly card, be free to know you are loved. So the Fly card, I mean, it can be like fly away and do this, right? It's a number 9. Yeah, it's like fulfilling something. Be free to know you are loved. This is about like kind of like don't underestimate somebody's like love for you. Maybe, yeah. And so here we have, because we have the butterflies as well, and they're coming out of the hole in his back. Yeah, it's kind of a weird image, but this is about fulfilling something and trusting in it. Yeah, exactly. Or trusting that somebody loves you. And we have the mirror, and this showed up in Sagittarius's reading. It's about somebody who didn't like themselves, and they took a good look, or they didn't like what they were doing. It's a number 6, and she has broken this mirror after she looked in it. Not because she wasn't beautiful, that's not it, because she didn't like what she saw, and now she's hanging. Her legs are, out of one side of the broken mirror, and her arms are the other side. Reflect yourself. This talks about take a good look at yourself, right? Yeah, interesting here. Somebody could have had low self-esteem or made it kind of because they were they were doing the wrong thing, or maybe being mean to somebody, or just, it doesn't have to be that exactly, but just doing the wrong thing for themselves and maybe for somebody else. Unseen, trust your growing potential. So here we see the person who is underground here. They're alive, yeah. And above is the plant growing from them. So this is about somebody who doesn't understand their greatness. Yeah, or they'd have low self-esteem, something like that. And but somebody is loved here in this reading. So let's see what else we have, Capricorn. I feel like this is going to be very interesting. Yeah, I do. Let's see what we got for Capricorn. We start with the polar bear, and we have the bridge. Let's see what else we have. And the ring. All right. So the polar bear talks about something that is very powerful. And it can be, in this reading, I feel like it is overcoming it. Trust your growing potential. Yeah, you can overcome something in this reading. It is also a completion. And this is the 10 of clovers, which is really the wands. Yeah, this can trust in something beautiful can happen here, because there's something powerful here. Somebody could really be finally trusting in themselves, and that has made them very powerful. Yeah, and they might have changed, right? When you trust in yourself, it can make you super powerful, right? You don't have to be the best. You could be the best, but you don't believe in yourself, then you're not going to get far at all. But you don't have to be the best. But if you believe in yourself, you can either become the best or just do a really great job. But you have to trust in yourself. That's how it is, right? Here we have the bridge. This is about getting across the bridge and usually doing something in order to get to the destination, right? So it's a number 11, it's a 38, and 11 is a 2. It's going to be about 2 people. 2s are always about choices. I feel like somebody made a choice here. To trust in something, maybe trust in themselves. But yeah, and this is a very favorable card, right? Here we have the ring next to it. Maybe somebody wants engagement, or they have gone over the situation many, many times. We're not really sure of that part, but we will be. But, to trust, be free to know you are loved. And we have the ring over here. It could be an engagement ring. It really could be. But let's have a look at this rune here, Capricorn. Yeah, let's see what it says. And yeah, give me just a second here, you guys. That's a very interesting. This is see here. This is AWAS. Yeah, let's look at AWAS. And it looks the same reversed or upright. That's just how it is. Yeah, so let's have a look at that. And this is about the tree. So this is about growth, I believe. But let's look at it. Awaz means yew tree, a plant that in Germanic folklore is associated with death. As the tree is born from roots, so does the past give birth to the future. Yeah, something ends here. Something is let go of. I'm pretty sure in this reading. It could be somebody's, like, how they look at themselves, that right? And so this is what Awa symbolized. This rune is connected to inner strength and the capacity to find the necessary resources within ourselves. Somebody's done that because we have trust your growing potential and we have be free to know you are loved. We also have reflect yourself. So somebody took a good look here, but now they are growing. Yeah, because we talk about the inner strength and the capacity to find the necessary resource within, right? Inner strength, profound thoughts, indifferent feelings, very interesting there. Actions carried out with honesty, removal from the daily routine. Somebody's life changes here. Big time. Yeah, it does, Capricorn. The negative or the downside or the kind of is melancholy, which is sadness, the real or symbolic end to a situation. Look at that. A painful transformation, an event endured. There was some pain here. The mirror card is here, where she broke the mirror and she's hanging out of both sides, right? And so, yeah, and so we have sadness, regret for the past. Yeah, see, there's something that's left behind here. Somebody realizes something and they're like, why didn't I realize this before? It's probably about themselves. Trust your growing potential. Somebody didn't believe that they were lovable in this reading. That could be going on. OMG. We're all lovable, right? That's what my mom used to say. My mom used to say there's somebody for everybody. So, people who you might not be any good for you, maybe, right? And, people who are, there's all walks of life, right? Everybody deserves love in this life, right? That's why when you see somebody who is really down and out, I always say, gee, that's somebody's child, right? Grown child. And, so it's like that, right? All right. So Awaz invites us to sink into the depths of situations and get to the root of them. See, this is about somebody who understands or realizes that what they were doing or how they were running their life or guiding or driving their life, driving themselves was the wrong way. They could have been in the wrong situation, right? The 13th, yeah, we need to uncover that which is hidden. We have this card here, trust your growing potential, unseen. So somebody sees something about themselves like, wow, I could really do this. I could really have this. I could really probably be with you, Capricorn, or this is about you loving yourself. But this takes somebody's life to a whole new place. Yeah, it really does. And so we mustn't skim the surface. Rather, we need to uncover that which is hidden. The 13th rune speaks to us of change, mainly psychological, that we must deal with in order to evolve as individuals. It may not be a path of roses and flowers, but our job is to surge ahead without fear, venturing toward the unknown. Awaz warns us not to succumb to the pessimism that wants to overwhelm us. And that's what happened to somebody in the past. They didn't believe in themselves and they were pessimistic. We should acknowledge it, but it is not productive to fall prey to it. We have a great opportunity with this rune, elaborating a loss, to come to terms with the past, and to finally look at the future with renewed optimism and greater depth. From a state of emotional confusion, something luminous and vital can be born. All that is required is a calm and aware attitude. Very cool. So let's get into this, Capricorn. This is something beautiful coming here for you. I feel like it is. So let's get into the tarot portion. Yeah, and if you guys want to get a psychic reading with me, a tarot reading, a past life session. It's not just a reading, it's a whole session for sure. It's like an afternoon, basically. Depending on how many past lives you choose. Yeah, I don't choose them. Somebody made a comment I don't know, about a month ago, and negative. Yeah, like I'm gonna like guide, like pick some past life for you and dupe you. No, you choose them yourself, right? Yeah, you get into this relaxed state of awareness, and you choose. Yeah. So let's get into this here as to what reading you can really learn from, as to what past life you can learn from. And my psychic readings, I always check for accuracies. They are lots of fun. Tarot readings too. If you need to get a psychic reading on somebody or a tarot reading, I always recommend getting the combo, and you choose the format, live call or recording or both. Yeah, and so, yeah, and Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. So let's do this reading right now, Capricorn. Everything is below in the description box. We start with the Ace of Wands. So what somebody wants here is something very passionate and inspiring. Yeah, and that's what this ring is talking about, passionate and inspiring. Yeah, and this is a 7. It's also the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Ace of Clubs in this deck is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it is. It's also about, it's a number 7 as well, a 25. So where somebody really assesses a situation, right? Yeah. You can't move through life without assessing, right? Without evaluating. It's going to be tragic if you don't. You just keep walking into walls and things like that, right? So let's see what else we have. We have the Two of Pentacles. We start with the Two of Wands. So we have two twos here. We see a choice that's made, right? He has his hand on her elbow and they're holding the globe together, right? Where do you want to move to? You want to move to Europe? You want to move to South America? You want to move to Turkey? Where do you want to move to, right? Yeah. And he's basically kind of asking her that there, right? The King of Wands showing up. We have the Tower, Capricorn. The Four of Pentacles. The Tower, something, and this lady who has broken her mirror after she looked into it, right? Reflect yourself. She took a good look at herself. That created a tower in this reading. Somebody went through this powerful realization from something that was very challenging. Yeah. And so here we have the Seven of Wands. These people, he is trying to fight them off and resist them. And he's alone. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reading. The 9 is about somebody either with money, somebody who is single or doing really well. It is about somebody who can, is living according to their values, because these pentacles are not only money, they're values. So this can be about somebody who's single because there is some type of regret for the past and the way somebody was behaving. But I don't think it's like just about behaving poorly. It's about not loving yourself, because we have be free to know you're loved. Yeah, and it's not just, be free to know you're loved by somebody else. It's about loving yourself. The most important love in this world is love for yourself. Right? Yeah. I feel like it is. How can you do anything without self-love? You can't do anything, right? Yeah. All right. So we have a choice that's been made. The King of Wands is living life on his terms. And that's what this reading's about. It's about, I want to live inspired next to the Two of Wands. I want to live, with what makes me happy. Maybe with somebody I'm really in love with the ring. Yeah. This is about somebody who doesn't want to live in the past anymore. Kind of like, well, whatever I liked in the past, I don't like anymore. Or I made the wrong choice and decision, possibly. And I have to pay for that now. And I have to move out of that situation. Or move out of that psychology, right? That perspective where I don't deserve to be really happy. And somebody deserves to, they know they deserve to be happy. And they make a choice here, right? Maybe you're going to move with this person, Capricorn. I mean, it definitely could be. And this can, if this is not like a physical thing, which I feel like it is, it's a definite, I need to live according to my values and what's important to me. And be with the right person, the right job, the right situation. Yeah. And so the Tower sitting in the past is very interesting here. But this Two of Wands here sits in the challenge. The choice sits in the challenge. It's like somebody grew and changed, most likely, and they make this kind of choice or decision that has them looking only at the future. I don't want to look back. I learned over here. I crashed and burned. I learned. I don't want to look back anymore. But the Two of Wands sitting in the challenge means that, I'm making a new choice now for my life. I've changed. I'm making new choices. I think differently. I've learned basically pretty much from the past, right? And now I have self-love. So with that, this Two of Wands, it's like, well, I've changed and everything, but I don't know if everything's going to work according to the way I want it. But still, I need to know that I'm loved right here. And I need to know, and I realize that I've grown. There's so much growing potential. Somebody thought that they were stuck. Like, well, I've come this far, and this is who I am, and there's no more growing involved. I'm never going to change. I'm just the same person, and there's no more evolution. And interesting with the Sagittarius full moon, which I will be uploading on this channel, you guys. Nothing with the tarot will change, but the astrology is going to be over here now. The Sagittarius full moon is really about living your life on your terms. What's meaningful to you? What holds purpose for you? And in this reading, it's about a couple. Right? This is like, I want the person who means so much to me, who means the world to me. That's why they are holding the globe together. You guys know that song from Tower Power? I feel like it's called, I think, The World of You. I'm pretty sure. But great song, right? So the Tower sitting in the past. Let's have a look at the Tower. In terms of signs, maybe there's a fire sign. We have the King and the Queen of Wands here. I feel like what this is most likely a couple that wants to be together, two people that are passionate about each other and that are living life passionately on their terms, according to their values and what's meaningful. So this Tower sitting in the past, this could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? Let's get a card on that King of Wands. Let's see what we have. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get another card. The Moon. So, maybe there's an earth sign in this reading, and that is you. Sorry, Capricorn, for a second, right? And that is most likely you. This could be you in a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. The Pentacles is also about values, and so is Sagittarius or the Wands in terms of I need passion and inspiration in my life. I don't want my life to be, I go off to the office every day, always dreaming about this other career that I really wanted. That is not living on your terms, on your own terms. Right? That's living safe. But the King of Wands is not, that's why he's considered an entrepreneur in many cases, right? Just somebody who wants to live according to what's important to them, right? What's exciting even. It doesn't always have to be excitement, but what is meaningful. So, we have the Moon here. This is doubts and fears. That's why the Two of Wands, I want this world with you, sits in the challenge because of the Moon here. There's doubts and fears here. There's darkness. Well, I don't know. It's like that, right? Like there's no prediction here. I made this choice and there's no prediction as to the outcome. Somebody is connected to you, Capricorn, in a major way. It's very beautiful in this reading. The Tower is showing up in the past. We'll get a card with the Four of Wands. This person realizes that it's you they want to marry or be engaged to, or right? Or you're the one who brings stability and happiness. This could be a marriage right here. It could be a celebration, right? Right underneath the ring. Yeah, see? Now we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is how somebody feels or sees themselves. Two of Cups. Yeah, you see? This person wants to hold on to you, and with the Four of Pentacles, where he is really holding on to what he values is the Grim Reaper. Yeah, and he's got his scythe there, so he's cutting something out. So something ends here. And we do have with the rune, it talked about regret for the past, right? The Tower sits in the past here. So yeah, there's some type of regret in this reading. We have the Seven of Wands, and that is in the near future. And this is resisting somebody with the Ace of Wands, resisting something to have, or fighting for it even, fighting for it so I can have my Ace of Wands. Remember, that was at the bottom of the deck. I feel like it was. So, you know, if you guys want to, you know, beat me up after the reading, that's totally fine, right? In case I am not remembering that, right? But I feel like the Ace of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. So let's continue here, right? And the Two of Swords sits in the concern. The concern is, well, I just have to like kind of go with this and, you know, put these swords down and stop laboring over something. There could have been a labor here, laboring over this choice. Remember, choosing a world with you, Capricorn, sits in the challenge. And if it's not a challenge, it is at least something that is kind of crossing this person or influencing them in a major way, right? Like, I don't know if this is maybe going to pan out for me, possibly. But here we see the Two of Wands, we see a Two of Cups, we see another two. So we know this person, all the twos are here, are they? Yeah, all the twos are here. This person has chosen you. Pentacles, Wands, Cups, Swords, right here. And in the environment sits the Chariot, right? This is movement, it's progress. And look, he has a bad look on his face, like, kind of, like, I need to overcome this and move forward, right? He doesn't have a look of kind of joy and happiness, right? He's just like, but he's in his chariot. I got to do this. Knight of Cups. Yeah, so this is, I have to do this. Knight of Cups talks about this relationship that they want with you. It talks about this love offer, right? And he's enjoying the river of life. I'm going with the flow of life as he drinks from the cup in front of the flowing river and the waterfall here. This is, you know, the sparkling stream that leads to the river. It is a river. It's a small here, but it leads to a much bigger river. I feel like it does. This is very beautiful. Nine of Pentacles, Capricorn, sits in this area that is showing up as the hopes and fears. I feel like this person definitely wants to fulfill this. They could have become single here. This could be saying that, you know, they want something very kind of like they want to grow their wealth with you. It could be these are money, right? Pentacles. This can be also, she definitely lives her life on her terms, right? She's got a lot of money here as well. And this can be the very self-sufficient where somebody has wealth or, you know, stability at least. High Priestess. I feel like what this means, though, is I'm trusting my intuition. Yeah. You might have been a secret in the reading, Capricorn, at some point. It's possible here. Or this was a whole secret or just something like that. Because we have the Moon and the High Priestess both. And they can both talk about, you know, secrets. And this can be also about a dream. And I don't mean that somebody's just dreaming about it and that's where it ends. No, this is about a dream. Like I want this to come true. That's what this is about. And the Queen of Wands sitting in the potential outcome. We already saw the King. She's with her black cat next to the High Priestess. She's trusting her intuition. We have that card where we have trust your unseen potential. It's the same. It is. And we also have the Six of Wands showing up. And this is a victory in this reading. There is a victory coming for you. Yeah, it is. And but it is only after somebody recognized that they could like live a better life, or trusting in themselves, trusting in you, but really kind of trusting in themselves, I'm pretty sure here. And something has kind of ended here, but this is about somebody coming full circle in their life and thinking, wow, I didn't have to grow in the past. But after they took a good look at themselves with the mirror, reflect yourself, this person's self-esteem is higher. And with this higher self-esteem and believing in themselves, now they're like, well, I could have something beautiful with Capricorn. Yeah, it's, whatever you guys do in this lifetime, if you feel like you need to improve your, not your intuition, but your self-esteem, then do exercises that build that, right? Find out how to build your self-esteem, right? One of them is to do things that you really enjoy, because that brings self-love, right? You're really enjoying the moment. You're really enjoying love. You're really enjoying your life. That helps you improve. Do what you value, right? Yeah, partake in activities that you value. That's one way to help boost your self-esteem, right? Yeah, Practice things that, that create self-love, right? For sure. So I'm going to end this reading right now. If you guys want to get a reading with me, check out the description box. And if you want to see the Sagittarius full moon, very cool. And of course, all the horoscopes are there. For you, Capricorn, thanks for joining me. And today, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me to keep these videos coming, right? It does. And hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my readings. Thanks so much, guys.